YouTube, how's it going? I'm back with another 7-round NFL mock draft. This one is for the LA Chargers. Got plenty of picks here. Also doing a fan voted mock draft, link in the description. Other free agency videos, all kinds of stuff. Please check it all out. But let's get on to the Chargers. First round, a team with not a lot of holes. What are they going to do in the first round? It's really up in the air. I had a hard time deciding what I would do. But a guy that's been on a little bit of a rise for me lately I went with is Connor Williams, offensive lineman, Texas. Did not like him as much as everyone else at first. Still thought he was a first rounder because inconsistencies. But what I like and what I noticed now that other teams have said it is he can play guard just as well as he can play tackle. I think he can start right away at right tackle or right guard, left guard, wherever you need him there. That's why I like him with the Chargers. Chargers offensive line played very well last year. They got 2 rookies they drafted last year who I was pretty high on. They're going to start at guard this year. So I think Connor Williams is the guy that can compete for that right tackle spot right away. If one of those rookies from last year get hurt again or maybe aren't working out, you can slide him into guard. So it makes sense to me. A guy like McGlinchey, I just feel more comfortable at left tackle. So I think Connor Williams maybe higher on the Chargers board. Guy that can do multiple things. Chargers have some needs, but not huge needs. So it made sense to go with a guy like this that can help you right away and in multiple ways. Just made sense to me. On to their second round pick, I got B.J. Hill, defensive tackle from NC State. Maybe one of the biggest risers after this combine. Very good workout, very smooth, very productive at NC State. We're trying to single out the guys at NC State. There's 4 of them. Are all 4 going to be good in the NFL? I mean, most likely not, even though they're all very good athletes. But I like B.J. Hill a lot. Heard Mayock comparing him to Linval Joseph, who I'm a big fan of. Like his game. I can see the similarities, but B.J. Hill is a lot more athletic than Linval Joseph. Linval Joseph is a freak, but B.J. Hill is more athletic than he is. Obviously, he's not going to be as good as him. Maybe not right away, maybe down the line, but I see the comparisons. I see the abilities. So I like him in the second round now. I like him with the Chargers. I think he fits. Obviously, the Chargers, I probably would have had them taking in the first Vita Vea, but I don't think he's going to be there now. I heard a scout at the combine said that Vita Vea may be the best player in the draft. So that's very interesting. So I don't think he'll be there for the Chargers. I didn't have Vita Vea going in any team so far in these team-by-team mocks because I thought this was more of his range, but now it's earlier. So unfortunately, he may not be going in any of these mocks, these team-by-team mocks. The regular predict-the-pick mocks, you'll be seeing him in there, obviously. But a guy like B.J. Hill is a good alternative to get in the second round. Fits the Chargers, I think, and they'll love to have him. Will play right away. Third round, Darius Leonard, linebacker from South Carolina State. Good linebacker, can cover downfield as well. I think they can use another guy like this, maybe play weak side for him. I think he can play right away, especially for a third rounder. That'd be very impressive, but I think he can do it. Yeah, again, I think he can fit in at that weak side for them. They could use a couple more linebackers, maybe. Not, again, don't need them very badly. Chargers are sitting in a good spot. They do free agency well. They do the draft well. We can see a contender out of them next year. So as long as there's healthy guys, I expect big things from Mike Williams this year. So we'll see. But again, they get a linebacker that can come in there and play right away. Fourth round, Mason Cole, the center from Michigan. I think they can use a center. Obviously, you look at James Daniels in the first or second round. You look at Frank Ragnow, who could be a second or third round guy. But we've seen in the past teams wait for their centers, and it works out for them. Maybe not. It's a position that you can wait for, and they're really not far off. Talking about Mason Cole playing at center versus James Daniels, it's not a big gap when they're playing center. James Daniels very smooth. He can play guard. That's why he's up there. Mason Cole is strictly a center. I think they can use a center like this, so it makes sense to me in the fourth round here. Fills a need, and it's a true center, so I like it. Fifth round pick, Jeremy Reaves, the safety from South Alabama. Trey Boston's a free agent. You expect him to get him back. I do, but if not, maybe you can be looking at a safety earlier, maybe first round, second round. But I like Jeremy Reaves. I think he's a Chargers type of guy, Gus Bradley type of guy, playmaker. So if they do get Boston back, here's your depth for safety. Another guy that can play in the box too, like Desmond King. Maybe Desmond King kicks outside. Very good rookie season. People talk about him moving to safety. Just keep doing what you're doing with him. He was good. Jeremy Reaves can play safety. He can play in the box. So good player. I think he fits the Chargers. I like him there a lot. On the next pick, sixth round, another Michigan guy, Mike McCrae, linebacker. I think shoulder injury pushes him back down to the 6th. I think he could have been maybe a fourth round guy. Very athletic. He did work out the combine. Checked out good there. So maybe he ends up going 5th round. Maybe everything checks out down the line when we get closer to the draft, but I think he can be an inside guy for them. Obviously, would be depth right away, but his upside, if not hurt, could get him to play early on in his career, start early on in his career. So, again, I think he can use a couple linebackers. Again, don't need him super bad, but could use a guy like this. I think he fits. Round 7, ARUNA, the defensive lineman TULANE, had a pretty good combine. I think he'll be a backup defensive end for the Chargers. Obviously, it's round 7. This guy with his combine, though, could sneak up a little bit. Could go 6th. Pretty smooth at his combine. Good workouts there. But, again, I think he can be depth early on for the Chargers at D end there. So, round 7. You're just getting depth guys that have a lot of upside. So, not trying to get any starters down here, but good upside here with this guy. And then on their last pick, it is Justin Crawford, the running back from West Virginia. Obviously, they got Melvin Gordon. I think they can use some backup running backs probably there. Crawford, good at catching the ball out of the backfield. Didn't run extremely well at the combine, so that moves him down around 7. I was thinking originally maybe around 6 guy, but moves him down around 7. He plays way faster on the field. Against Oklahoma, he had a great game. They should have used him even more than they did. A great game against Oklahoma. So this guy, he can play. You know, the combine didn't really show what he can do. So I like him fitting in there with the Chargers. I like them getting depth. Again, not a whole bunch of huge needs. So it's worth it to do something like this down at 7. Maybe people don't think they need a running back all that bad, but they don't really need a whole lot of things that bad. So to me, it makes sense here. A guy that fits, a guy with some upside, be their backup for years. So that's why I had them going running back there with their last pick. But that'll do it for the LA Chargers mock. Going to keep ripping these out. Again, we got that fan-voted mock draft. Link in the description. Got plenty of free agency videos, draft videos, all kinds of stuff for you guys. So check all that out. Please like and subscribe. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.